This is my testimony that I had last night about the end times and the rapture. I had 3 short dreams all in one night. Each dream isn't seamless, they cut, but they all had the same thing in common, which was the rapture. The first one I had was myself and my mom in our old house in our basement, and there was an evil entity provoking or just saying evil things to my mom that was riling her up and just getting her upset. I cried out to God and just said that I plead the blood of Jesus over my mom and that I rebuked it in the name of the Lord. I was really just wanting to drive it away, and that caused a very blinding white light to engulf my mom and I heard music, like a hymn, just a very, very nice tune play in my ear. Something I've honestly never really heard here on earth. It sounded very heavenly, peaceful, something I've never heard of before. And my mom and I were like going up, like rising up, and I looked towards my mom and she was smiling like with her teeth, and I'm pretty sure she knew what was happening as well, because we've been talking about the rapture and the 3 days of darkness and the tribulation and all of that as of late. Honestly, it was kind of overwhelming. Like it was just the feeling of being surrounded by light and hearing a very nice sound. And then that was the first dream, and then it cut. And then the second dream was just me, and I was rising up in the same light, same music, and this time I was aware that it was the rapture, and I was very happy. Like I felt so relieved. It was relief and just gratitude that I made it in the rapture. And I was looking up and I was floating up, and then I started to fall back down and I started to panic because I was falling back down. And then it cut to the third dream, my final dream. It gets a little murky now because part of I remember I was in my room and I felt myself like above my bed, like I was somewhat floating above my bed, and there, like I could move my arm in between, like my hand in between the gap of my back and my bed, so I could tell I was above my bed. And me telling my mom like my dream, like I had a dream in a dream. So I woke up from those dreams and told my mom about them. I'm not gonna lie, when I first woke up, I was kind of discombobulated. Like I didn't really understand what just happened, and I really had to like just lay down and think about what I just dreamt about, because I never really thought that I would be given any sort of dream or vision about the rapture. So I just want to thank God for giving that to me, because I did believe in the rapture, because my mom like told me everything she was learning and stuff, and I never really question anything she tells me when it comes to God. But like experiencing it firsthand was different, and I'm still kind of like in shock that I experienced that. So I hope that my testimony reaches people and touches people's hearts. God bless everyone who listened and stayed to the end. And that is my testimony.